I remember it was a cold autumn day, and I had just moved into an ordinary apartment building. I was a college freshman, planning to spend a quiet weekend. That Saturday, as I sat in my small apartment, watching TV, everything seemed calm. At that time, I had no idea that this weekend would turn out to be one of the most terrifying moments of my life. It all started with a sound, a faint, muffled noise that seemed to be coming from the building. I tried to ignore it, attributing it to a neighbor's party or TV volume. However, as time passed, the sound became increasingly clear and bizarre. It sounded like a deep, low whisper, carrying an ominous feeling. I began to feel uneasy, especially when I realized I was the only one hearing this sound. I tried to reassure myself, telling myself it was just my imagination or a consequence of living in an old building. But the sound didn't go away. Every night, I could hear it, and it seemed to grow clearer and more unsettling. Sometimes, I could even make out strange words, though I couldn't understand their meaning. However, the sound didn't stop and seemed to worsen. Sometimes, it would wake me up in the middle of the night like a nightmare. I became exhausted, and my mental state began to suffer. Then, strange things started happening. I began to see odd shadows in my apartment, especially at night. These shadows appeared to be human shapes but were blurry and indistinct. They would flash in front of me and then suddenly disappear. I thought it was just my eyes playing tricks or a result of prolonged anxiety and lack of sleep. But one day, as I was heading to the restroom in the hallway, I saw the shadow of a girl standing at the bottom of the stairs. She was wearing an old-fashioned white dress, her long hair draped over her shoulders, and her back turned to me. Her presence sent shivers down my spine, and I felt a cold chill run down my spine. I called out to her loudly, but she didn't respond. She simply vanished before my eyes. All of this became increasingly bizarre and unbelievable. I started researching the history of the building, hoping to find information about the girl. Finally, I found some clues. Decades ago, this building used to be an orphanage, and this girl was an abandoned child whose cause of death remained a mystery. What shocked me even more was that the images of the girl in the records seemed remarkably similar to the shadow I had seen on the stairs. I became more and more frightened and felt trapped in this horrifying cycle. Every night after that, I would hear the sound and see those strange shadows, and eventually, I had to move out of that apartment because I couldn't bear the fear any longer.